Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sit down with Big Brother. Don't like those RFIDs. Got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I sat down with Big Brother and the national ID. Don't want a chip in my wallet, chip in my car. And if I want to travel, it's nobody's business how far. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I said shame on Big Brother, always tracking and tracing me. Don't want a chip in my mother, chip in my wife, a chip in my babies. Stay out of our life. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sat down with Big Brother. No more slavery. Play it for me, baby.
This country starts early. It works hard. It stays focused. It keeps moving. It stands ready. And it carries the weight. Strong coffee for a strong nation.
This is all you ever hear about in this country is our differences. It's all they ever talk about. Politicians and the media always pushing the things that separate us, things that make us different. That's the way the ruling class operates in any society. They divide the rest of the people. They keep the lower and the middle classes fighting with each other so that they, the rich, can run off with all the fucking money. Fairly simple thing. Fairly simple thing happens to work. Anything that's different about us, you know that's what they're pushing at you. Racial differences, religious, ethnic, national backgrounds, jobs, income, education, social status, sexuality, anything they can do to keep us fighting with each other so that they can keep going to the bank.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club.
Keep it home, baby.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
I do that every time. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Talking With Conspiracy. Brother Jamie B here in just a second. Should be a fun one tonight. I see we got Blake and Jen, and Mr. Michael Strange himself is in the chat so far. Looking forward to have Jen on the show Sunday night. Y'all come back for that. It's going to be a good one. I guarantee for sure. Then I got a Monday show, Monday lunch show with a 30-year ghost hunter. So that should be great too. It's going to be some fun stuff. So I'm absolutely trying to have fun, break the monotony of the political stuff. But tonight, we will be digging. We'll be digging deep. I got some fun stuff to kind of show beforehand. Looking at my phone, looking over here, looking everywhere. Jamie should be here any minute. So I want to wait on I do have, if you haven't heard of it, the web app, the web online, where they took only thing the database, only thing this tool has is just the Epstein list, so it don't pull any information from the outside. So it's really interesting. We're going to look into that tonight. I'm gonna let y'all get y'all to ask it questions. So whatever question you ask, I'll put it up on there, and you'll see me live ask the questions right away. So it's gonna be right now. It says got 1.5 million files to look through, so it should be fun. Might be some interesting. I know there's nothing terrible. Well, there's some lots of terrible stuff, but pictures and stuff, I don't think there's any. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. There's a little delay, so that delay might come in handy tonight if we click on any pictures or anything like that. So I think it'd be interesting. Just listen to what because they'll turn around and they'll tell you what it finds, and then it'll turn around and give you where you can click on the link and show straight to it. So it's very interesting. So it's not like just making up stuff out the head. It shows you exactly where it got this information from the Epstein list and all the files and stuff. So should be fun. I do want to. Brother Dave's Waffle House is in the house. Awesome. 2:30, 2:40 in the morning where he's at, and he's hanging out with us. I sure appreciate it. But we got some more fun stuff. I'm trying to remember what the rest of my title was. I forget. What is the rest of my title? Of course, the Pikachu files. I also want to talk about a little bit on that right there, where there was actually a place to find Pikachus on Epstein Island, and there was people that found Pikachus on Epstein Island. So where's that list? Where's that database? Of course, I want to talk about Trump's UFO. Keeps on hinting and prodding about releasing some stuff on UFOs, and has already a pre-written thing already. Is Rumble not rumbling? I'll be very upset. Let's see if we can make this thing work. I guess we're going to have some technical difficulties here for a second. What in the world? It's been working so good. Flawlessly. Absolutely flawlessly. And now tonight, it wants to mess up. Of course. I was wondering why. I was like, man, where is my Rumble chat? Where is everybody? And then I just clicked over here and it said degraded. I don't know what in the world. Won't make any sense. Why are you degraded? Stupid thing. You want me to use the studio, then the studio wrecks and crashes. I guess there won't be no Rumble tonight. I guess let me drop the YouTube link in the chat for Rumble. And doggone it. I guess it's going to be a YouTube official. We'll be on Kick. We'll be on D-Live. We'll be on Twitter. But no, Rumble has wrecked. Doggone it. Technical. I love it. Hoping I get some to come over to the YouTube side of that. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm using Rumble Creator, the studio. You can do it a couple different ways. You can actually like use their studio, or you can turn around and use it. Have the codes or whatever. But for whatever reason, today, the direct RTMP, and for whatever reason, today it wants to mess up. I'm gonna leave it running so it'll show that I'm live. I'm trying. At least I'll get my hours on it, because I got on the. It is what it is. Doggone it. I got on the premium creator on Rumble. I got approved for that, so I actually make $1 here and there. And then here we go. Want me to use it, and it don't work. I don't know. I know everything's updated. But all right, enough of that. Well, let's get into the show here. We got, like I said, I got lots of fun stuff, weird stuff. That's not what I wanted. Wrong one. I'm going to share this right here. I had to look it up and see, and this isn't AI. This is actual China using robots with live action ammunition.
系统是人工系统。
开始。
是 AI 技术的快速发展与军用机器人的大量出现，正在深刻改变着未来战争的形态。根据相关报道，系统是人工系统。
I was looking up while y'all watching the video. It might just be Rumble. Might just be Rumble. Thought this was interesting.
Why did witches and healers always have cats? It wasn't aesthetics. The cat was the medical equipment. A cat's purr isn't affection, it's biotechnology. It vibrates between 25 and 140 hertz. This exact frequency is used in hospitals to regenerate fractured bones. They call it therapeutic ultrasound. But the cat is the portable version, and it's free. Studies have proven it. This vibration increases bone density. It speeds up tissue regeneration by up to 3 times. That's why cats rarely break bones. They spend the day doing vibrational self physiotherapy. When a cat lies exactly where you feel pain, it's not a coincidence. It is healing you. It senses the inflammation and applies the correct frequency. The witches knew it. Science proved it. The cat is a biological healing machine. But purring is not the only healing magic that exists. If you want to learn more magic, follow me, or we will never see each other here again. Why did witches and healers always...
It's always been interesting seeing the giddies. They turn around and lay on you, and especially if you're down or sick, or there's maybe there's something to it. I don't know. What do you think? So we'll get into serious stuff in a second. Check this thing out. You know, sewing machine turning into a musical instrument. Hope I don't get copyrighted on this. Probably will. That's crazy though. That's pretty neat. These new C-Dance project videos is crazy if you haven't seen any of those. And the ones that I've seen where they turn around fighting each other, and it's wild seeing how fast it's coming. You know, it truly you could tell. You know, it looks realistic, but there's a whole lots of tails on a lot of these AI videos. Now it's getting closer and closer where it's been a few credits and in a day you can make something pretty amazing. I found this right here is pretty cool. Somebody took a Game Boy and actually, like I said, I hope I won't get kicked on YouTube. If I do, I'll be back in a second once it stops playing, whatever. But be One Last Breath by Creed, but it's playing through a Game Boy. What's up, Jamie?
Hey, brother. How are you, buddy?
Good.
So you got access to the web. That is awesome.
Yeah. I was just I got lucky, I guess.
So apparently they were only letting people in. You had to get in a queue, and they were only taking so many hundreds of people a day, or so many thousands of people a day, so that they wouldn't blow up the server.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty neat. It is pretty neat. I was playing with it a little bit. I was like, man, I try to remember I watched them use it, and then I'm like, what am I doing wrong here? But then I remembered just, instead of I was trying to do it the hard way. What's up, Matt Sal? I just showing a few random videos. And then I was going to get into, I figured you'd be here by the end. So Plantier
I've just created an account. We'll see when they let me in. Oh, holy shit, that was fast.
Yeah, Mr. Beast is now promoting Neuralink. That's not good.
Really?
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Yeah, man.
I want to see you send a text with your brain.
Okay.
His hands are paralyzed, but we're going to film them so you can see they're not moving. And using the neurons firing in Nolan's brain, Neuralink can translate those signals into movements. He just typed hi with his mind. Is this not crazy to anyone else? But that's not all he can do. So you just think left, and you're about to turn left.
Left, right, don't die.
No!
There we go.
He absolutely crushed us playing with only his mind.
I never thought would allow me to do anything like this.
And future technology can not only help the mind, but also the body. For which is
I think that's cool, but I think there's going to be a lot of messed up situations on there.
Sorry, I'm
You're good.
sitting here pulling up this this dashboard for web, and apparently it let me in pretty quick.
Nice. Yeah, it's not bad. The main thing you mess with is just a chat. Once I sign,
Does it have an AI tool with it?
Yeah. I'll show it in just a second.
Okay,
Go
ahead.
Let me
I'm
show
sorry to
the.
interrupt.
Let me show this next video, and then we'll get into it. I know we
Go ahead,
only
brother.
have-
My apologies.
Oh, you're good. You're good. I already started this kind of. I wanted to show this. Have you seen these FLIR videos, Jamie?
This woman claims that this is proof that there are non-humans walking amongst us. Now, I don't say that lightly, like there could be another explanation, but this is pretty freaking weird. Now, you remember in the movie They Live when they put on the sunglasses and they could see the reptilian-y people who are amongst the normal humans? And you know how that movie might have been made about Dicenian goggles, the goggles you put on that can see people's auras, but some people don't have auras because they might not be people? Well, this woman goes to Buckingham Palace, okay? She's in Europe. She's in England. She's using a thermal camera and looking at all kinds of normal people exhibiting a heat signature until she goes in front of Buckingham Palace. She turns around and films the front guards on this side of the gate, and they have a heat signature. But the two guards at the inner gate that goes into Buckingham Palace, in a second I zoom it in and you'll see, they don't have a heat signature, dude. And keep watching because this is extremely bizarre. You'd think someone said, well, their clothes are thick, so you wouldn't be able to see because of their clothes. But look at these two guys on either side of the door. No heat signature on their faces. You'd think for sure, if it's picking up the heat signature of this light, should pick up their face. So now, last I checked, reptiles are cold-blooded and have less of a heat signature. I'm just saying, should we get thermal cameras and check things out? Now, according to Google's AI, there is no...
So I'm trying to look at what he's describing, and that ain't quite what I'm seeing. I will tell you that I've seen some crazy videos of people who pull up to cemeteries in their Tesla vehicles, and they've got the live radar on in the front of the vehicle, and it is showing people, you know, I've seen that, you know, and that's kind of eerie, bro, you know.
Yeah, that is eerie. I'll show you this video. This might be a better video on it. I had two videos on that.
To the glasses in They Live. This has come about because I posted a video a couple of weeks ago talking about a channel called Offshoot 100 whose username is Offshoot 1008, and he believes that there are reptilian alien beings who are using crystal technology to mask themselves as humans and walk around amongst us. And somebody commented on that video and said, why don't you just use... And if you see that, just like reptiles, they won't show up. So I did. I went out, I bought a secondhand one. I bought one of these, just like in the movie They Live. I went down to broadcasting network close to me, BBC. So I went down to the headquarters. So I started filming on my walk up to the BBC. And as expected, all of the people showed warmth because they're humans and everything was as expected. Then I got to the BBC headquarters And standing outside were two guards. And I've shown it there. Neither of them showed up as warm. Behind, you can see the heat is coming from the back of the building. There are people behind them and next to them that are showing up as warm. But these two guards did not show up as warm.
That's pretty weird if it's real.
Yeah, I got a lot of questions.
I want to go get me a flare.
I'm gonna rank that video up there somewhere with my Bigfoot videos. Like it's
Anything's possible, Jamie. Anything's possible.
Listen,
now.
Ricky, I just wanted to tell you when we had our guy on a couple weeks ago, and he was talking about the Bigfoot entities, I guess, morphing through walls. Am I right so far?
Mm-hmm.
Ricky, did that guy say something about one of those entities sexually assaulting him?
I'm trying to remember if he did or not. I know. I don't remember. Go back and watch our Bigfoot episode. And...
I'm so sorry, Ricky. I've been wanting to ask that for a couple weeks, and
oops, I did not do what I wanted to do.
Whoo! I need to have a drink of this Alante flavored gonna kill me drink.
There you go. But
it says that this is a dream float. Dreamy, floaty.
Nice.
Continue, please. Show me what I'm.
All right, now we got. I think we'll go ahead and jump on this. Like I said, I know you have a limited amount of time, and I got plenty of other stuff I can show everybody after you had to leave. I got lots of stuff, UFO stuff, lots of politics, Erica Kirk stuff. What else I got in there? Some random stuff. The guy dropping that influencer. I got a video of that. It's pretty funny.
Man, you know, let's talk about that real quick. I have a lot of questions about that.
All right.
I went and looked at this guy as a boxer. So apparently he's 7-0. Don't know much about his boxing path. I'm sure that if I dug into it, he's probably fought a bunch of scrubs, you know. But these guys walk up to former pro fighters and instigate shit. You know, there's been a couple of these that have happened.
Well, he's had twice. He's had twice. He got slapped the other day.
Right. Yeah. Who popped him the other day? Was it Rampage?
No, it was on Rampage's stream
or something.
It was on Rampage's stream and stuff, and it's like it's so funny.
Rampage's manager is what Whitney's telling me.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, because I mean, all these influencers, like, well, you know who I am. You know, not everybody knows who the hell you are. We're not fucking 14 years old and on Twitch streaming.
But here's what I'll tell you. I'll be the devil's advocate of it. Okay, I don't believe anything that I see on this shit anymore. These influencers have ruined all this shit for me. Okay. Rampage, we know. Look, man, the dude had money at one time. I don't know where he is right now financially, but if you're looking to gain some quick money and get some followings and get some videos to go viral, let's stage some shit, man. You know, I think that some of the stuff that we're seeing is staged, you know, and I've tried to look at that a couple times to see if he really jacked him. Because I'm going to tell you, man, I think it was a staged, I think it could be a staged event, man.
I mean, it could be. Rampage has said he's makes more money streaming than he did fighting. You know.
Exactly.
He said that. You know, he said that absolutely. You know, he's done that, but you know, maybe so. But I mean, right off back to back, real quick, he's gonna get slapped, and then like that there, he gets freaking just KO'd. But he took a blow from a big boy.
Right.
Man, if it was
Okay,
real.
but Ricky Pike, I watch pro wrestling since I was a small child.
Oh, me too. No.
Since the Mid South Coliseum, Memphis Moondog Wrestling, Jerry Lawler, Coco Beware. These days.
Yeah.
What I tell
I
you
got a picture
is,
of me and the Birdman.
it looked very choreographed to me. I mean, it just. First of all, you a ballsy motherfucker to stand up in front of a dude that looks like that and run your fucking mouth, and that to me is what just sets it off. Because. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're good. I was gonna say, but there's so many of these fucking. There's so many people that just, they got that chip on their shoulder and they don't know. They think they're fucking badass and they don't really realize until they find somebody who is badass and sets them straight.
Right.
Right. Hey, I'm a boxer. I'm okay. You look like you're about 150 pounds, dude.
Right.
I outweigh you. For the love of God, it really looks like that ain't good. And you're gonna walk up to this 300-pound former UFC heavyweight and talk shit. If it was staged, hey, cool, you got his name, both of them, their name out there or whatever. But I mean, it's not making him look good. And making him look like a dumbass for turning around and talking shit to grown folks.
Right.
And act like you're big and bad. I mean, but like I said, if it, any publicity is good publicity. Kind of WWE kind of deal. Vince McMahon said it for many years. Good or bad, it don't matter as long as people are talking. That's all that matters. And it could be just a show. Right. I don't pay attention to none of it. I just seen that and I seen that clip. And yeah. What's up? What's up, Monique? What's up? What's up, Mr. Duffy? But yeah, we get this web AI service. The only thing that's on it, the only thing that's attached to it is the Epstein list. So you can come down here and you can ask it whatever you want to ask it. We can, like, let's do a fun one because she was kind of backtracking a little bit. We put in Whoopi on here. It was kind of funny, because the view was all like, everybody's on this list is guilty and blah blah blah, and then her name come up on the list, and she crawdadded all of a sudden for some reason. I don't know, but she really don't have much in there, but she's in the list, and a whole bunch of other people are in the list.
But so is Elvis Presley. So let's just start there.
Well, let's go Elvis. All right, type in Elvis. I mean, that's all you do, and then web gets to work. Give it a second. It says, all right, here's 2 files right here. Traverse grab entity intel. Let me research for specific connections. Look up document, and also, I mean, it sits there in real time. It's going off. Of course, you can see the thinking and then get the little check mark once it's there. It's mostly
Elvis Presley estate.
Yeah, mostly what it is because the guy the billionaire co-founder Apollo Global Management, who was a major client of Epstein's financial advisory service, actually owned Elvis Presley's estate and Muhammad Ali's estates.
Okay.
And also the American Idol, it says here. And then documents show Black was significant client of Epstein's financial advisory service starting around 1997. So, I mean, that's the reason Elvis Presley was in the list, because he was there. Then you can come over here like these little right here. Here's one of the sources. And it'll pop up the actual PDF and say, here's the actual PDF and where it says
with the number on it and everything. Look at that. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, the exact number.
So you can do keywords. This is what I want you to type in.
All right.
I want you to type in the keyword torture.
He's going all straight up to the hell today, huh?
Yes, I am.
All right. I was saying on there, I
Because
was like,
I
we might
saw
have,
some shit. I saw some shit the other day that I was like, man. I'm like, I wonder how valid this is.
what's up, Indy? Appreciate you
And
being here.
apparently, what they were talking about was only a couple things that they found. But in my mind, if you find a couple, there's a mountain. You know, you find a hill, there's a mountain hidden somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, let it work. Let it Virginia girl. It says his documents reveal multiple forms of torture and extreme abuse described by victims, ranging from physical violence to psychological manipulation and coercive control. Choking and throwing people downstairs. We're gonna do this real quick. Okay, I was making sure one no no pictures gonna pop up. I don't want to put no pictures out there. It's truly foobar. So now here's official law enforcement has who he abused began when she was 18 years old. But you can go down there and whatever you want to type in, it'll pop up. I'm trying to see if it has how many times it says in there. I think it eventually it will. Like I said, all this you can turn around. Bit threat environment. Victims described knowing Epstein had guns. Some kept in his bedroom, creating an environment for fear. Let's see. What's striking? The documents show torture wasn't just incidental violence, but part of systematic mythology of control. There's a dig deep.
you know,
like I said, it's wild.
can you? So what I want to know is, and I can't figure out where to look for this at. So there were emails that mentioned torture that were all redacted that supposedly have been unredacted.
Well, there's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot right here. Each one of these red little spots. That's
Right.
something. I'm just being cautious of what I click on because I don't want to.
You don't want to get cut off anything. I mean, I think
I'm
have they
not
done a good
even
job
worried about.
blacking this stuff out.
I don't care about getting cut off. I just don't want nobody to see some stuff they really don't want to.
Right.
Search
for so there's a story that's circulating right now about Epstein's plane, and that there's a reason that he had that very specific model instead of actually having a nicer or a more efficient jet. 727 has a rear ventral stair that can be opened during flight.
I seen something on that on one of them videos where like it was one of the where it wasn't like a video of like it was somebody showing off his plane, whatever.
Right.
And was
Ask the question if anyone was thrown out of the back of that plane. Can you ask that?
Yeah, that's. All right, we'll see. No evidence.
No evidence found.
Once in flight, it was always closed.
And for anybody that is going to go, well, that door can't be opened, the fuck it can't. Yes, it can. Okay, below about 15K, you can open that rear door. I mean, about 10,000, I think we opened it and then it stayed up. I've jumped out of a 727, out of the reverential stairs. Got to do the DB Cooper jump at the World Freefall Convention back in 2003, back when I used to be somebody, a skydiver. But yeah, the story is that he threw people out, and they talked about the bedroom was located in the rear of the plane, and that, yeah.
Flight logs show 127 trips with a high profile. Who were the high profile passengers you got there, buddy? Let it work. Let it work. It's pretty quick,
Yeah, my page don't look like that though. I'm gonna have to get you to walk me through it and help me figure this shit out.
Yeah, you got to do I'll show you how to. I can show you how to do it.
You don't do it now. Don't do it now.
Yeah,
it's fine.
yeah.
We'll log in another time.
Yeah, just get with me. I can help you.
Yeah, man, I want to go through this and really, really, really dig into this because, first of all, I want to verify that some of the stuff that's floating around online is legit. So that's step one, right?
Right. That's the big thing. I think that's the cool thing of this right here. You can kind of because there's so much misinformation going out. There's just a level of crap going out. Speaking of crap going out, I put our rant on TikTok, and it's done pretty decent on there. I've had a lot of likes on there. It's pretty fun.
What rant is that?
Oh, the one where it's like, we're saying, which I looked into it. I guess I was wrong.
Oh, dude,
I swear I've seen it. I swear I've seen it, but it was saying, Pam Bondi was saying how, Pam Bondi was saying how if we arrest everybody, it's going to crash the system, and we're like, F the system.
Fuck it, let's do it, man. Hey, so check this out, brother. I want to share something with you.
All right.
Let me have the screen for a moment, if you don't mind.
All right. Ba-doom. I wish it would leave it here when we do that. Stop flipping to there.
So,
like that.
Little St. James Island here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nickelodeon sign. Yeah.
So, right. For those that don't know, though, the blue and white cathedral was right here. It's gone. I do still have on my cell phone video of it still existing there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very quickly scrubbed out. But that's where it was. Okay. Couple
is
other
it gone
things.
Or is it covered up?
It's gone. Like it's gone. So the other thing to notice is that this is going to be blurred out. You can't see over here anymore. This pond.
Mm-hmm.
And this over here is this now has a tennis court in it, but it's not updated yet. But this apparently is where supposedly their body's buried here. But it's all, yeah, dude. There's some strange shit going on at this place here, man. And the fact that they dipped this fucking spot right here so quick and demoed this place. I was trying to see if it would still let me see it, because when I pull it up on my phone, my cell phone, I recorded a video where when I pull it up on my phone and look at it, it for a brief second still shows the the uh, the cathedral there.
Hmm.
I wonder.
I didn't know that happened.
Maps.
That's interesting. I did not know they
Google
had tore it down.
Earth. There we go. I'm gonna jump on Google Earth and take a look again, but I'm pretty fucking sure that it's all scrubbed.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Let's see who the high-profile passengers on Jeffrey Epstein's private plane, the 727 and the Gulfstreams. Let's see, Old Bill, old Mr.
Right.
Arkansas himself, Larry Summers, former Harvard president, director of the White House National Economic Council. Sandy Berger, advisor under Clinton. Andres Pastrana, former Colombian president. Nice. Alberto Gonzalez, President George W. Bush's former chief counsel. Nice, he goes across party lines. There's no
Right.
real party lines.
Have you ever heard the story about George Bush not receiving a note? The day of the funeral of a senior, when they all got the notes and were all freaked out. So supposedly GW did not receive a letter.
I didn't see it. I never seen any video of it. I know I seen Jeb. I seen
Whoa,
everybody else.
You don't know the video I'm talking about at the funeral where they all get the
Yeah.
envelope and
I
look
was
like
gonna say, but
somebody just fucking died?
Yeah, I seen Jeb, and I seen
The Obamas get them, Biden
Obama's
gets
ones,
them,
Clinton's gets it.
Clintons
Everybody,
get them, right?
Biden's, all of them get it. But yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember W.
Yeah, man. There's apparently emails that have to do with him talking about the crash of '08. Having to talk about military operations in other countries. You know, um, yeah, I'm gonna get access into that. I really want to go through that and really dig into that and see what I can find in there. There's some.
It's a lot.
And then I saw a video. I saw a video that's blacked out, and you can tell by the position of the black boxes very clearly that a sexual act is taking place and that two people are having sex. And for just a brief moment, you can see the female's arm or hand, and you can tell that it's somebody younger, right? I'm not going to say that she was under 18 or not because I don't know.
Right.
But if that video exists and there's a question that a high profile person is having sex with an underage person or somebody that's been trafficked, unblur that motherfucker. Unblur it. Show the people and go get these people. Okay. I can't remember the guy's name. The attorney for what dude just got jammed up in Norway or some other country.
Did you see that video I sent you and Dave earlier about the same thing happening back in '77?
What?
Let's see if I. Let me see here. Is this it? If it's it, I'll Yeah, here we go. Let's share this instead.
Hey, respond to never mind, I got him.
Damn it, I did it again. I stopped sharing instead of... I was trying to get the shares tab instead of... I hit stop sharing instead. My bad.
Do you remember when a Yale-educated millionaire fled the country to avoid child abuse charges, and the United States never pursued extradition? In 1976, Francis Duffield Sheldon owned a private island in Lake Michigan, not as a vacation home, as a base of operations. Sheldon came from Michigan royalty, descendant of a state governor, lumber fortune, Yale graduate, former Air National Guard. He volunteered with Big Brothers, ran what he called a nature camp for troubled youth on his island. Police discovered it was a child pornography operation. Boys were flown to the island via his private plane, filmed in sexual acts, footage sold to wealthy subscribers. When police raided his Ann Arbor home in July 1976, Sheldon was gone. Flew his private plane out 3 days after his associate was arrested, fled to the Netherlands. A federal warrant was issued in February 1977, but the U.S. took no action to bring him back. Sheldon lived openly in Amsterdam for nearly 20 years, maintained access to his family trust, reported to have died in 1996, never faced trial. Police had found customer lists with names of wealthy subscribers. None of the clients were ever charged, which raises one question. If police had a client list of men who paid to abuse children, why wasn't a single client ever charged? Do you remember?
Basically, how history keeps repeating itself. And what was the Disney going to the boys going to Pleasure Island and they would come back boys? That was Pleasure Island right there. That's what that cartoon was talking about, was that right there. Sadly, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was not the only one.
I just want to know when some of these people are actually going to be charged. You know what I mean?
It's a good question.
So check this out. Check this out. So apparently, I keep seeing this floating around online right now. So apparently in 2009, Epstein's butler walked into an FBI sting trying to sell the client list and victim names. Apparently he gives up a lot of information about the operation, the elites, the kids. Apparently the FBI had it all on tape 17 years ago, did nothing. Here is a piece of that video. One of these days I'll get faster at this.
Good.
Are you? Me too. Come on in. How are you doing? Good. Yeah, the documents. Who created this book?
I have it there, and also my computer, but it's an hour later. He was very organized, so I was supposed to be this from every plane and everything. There's the computer, that was the radio with water. First time in my life I saw that. Keep it full, because they used to download pictures like this, just like that. What kind of pictures? Naked girls from Sweden, from Romania, from Czechoslovakia, from Brazil, from
all minors, all young girls?
Very young. Very young.
Like when you say very young, how young are you?
16, 17. The teenagers, they have braces, most of them.
Younger than that, though?
Yeah. And they used to go out to comedy shops or ice cream parlors or movies, a lot of movies. Because it was for babies. Ice cream and comedy and movies. Records that they would stay immediately. You erase them. I know I would erase would say here. Elaine Maxwell was his former companion, a very powerful lady from England. She would go to the former Eastern countries in Europe and find girls for it. And I knew that because I went with my wife. They used to have a computer so powerful. They used to have a water radiator to cool the computer because they used to download pictures like that so fast. girl, she got nice breasts, she got this and that.
You saw that stuff?
Yeah.
On the computer?
Yeah.
Pictures of girls? Were they
I
naked and stuff like that?
Yeah, I testify that.
2007, bro.
I got that video saved in my in my Epstein folder.
You know, then on top of that, did you hear about the connection with the company that does all of the high school yearbooks that was directly tied to Epstein's business capital firm or whatever? So this motherfucker ran or owned the organization that financed the company that did all of the headshots and yearbooks around the country.
Yeah,
So
I seen the schools actually are pulling away, stopping or canceling school not school shootings, shootings of the pictures, of course. Yeah, that's just messed up. How long has that been going on? Like how many, hell, to the point like when we were kids, it possibly, or even just a little bit, it's crazy to think about how deep all this and all these connected people and here to here and there and they're all connected. You hear people talk about it like, it's just like, some people are like, well, it's all connected, but the more it comes out, the more and more everything does come out. It's to prove that it is all connected.
Right. Yeah, the stuff I saw where he's emailing people before the 2008 crash, apparently he's talking to people before the whole September 11th thing. It's
On a different thing, I wonder how he get a hold of it. Have you seen? I got it in the title. The Pikachu files is kind of a parody, but
yes,
there was actually a Pokestop where you could find Pokemon on the island, and Pokemon's been found on that island. So there's data right there for sure that knows.
Well, they can geofence the island. I could pay to do it. But let's see. You could pay to have the area geofenced and pull all the data of every cell phone that has ever been on that island.
Mm-hmm.
How do I pull cell phone data? Oh, geofencing, extracting. Yeah. You can use free tools. What? That's cool. All from a batch of photos. That's using your own stuff. Yeah, so you can use, so for example, every app that you have has a marketing tool tied to it, which means they're selling your data and tracking. You agree to it when you sign up for YouTube or Facebook or whatever it is, right?
Right.
So whether or not you're pulling it from the carrier, while you may not be able to pull it from the carrier, you can in turn buy a marketing list from a third party that in turn buys Facebook's data or Google's data or Instagram's data, or your GoBuddy app, gas app data, right? Yeah, it's yeah, they can do it, and they can find out every cell phone that was ever on that island, who owns it, cell phone number, country of origin, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Everything. It's all there. I mean, of course, like they have it, just like that happened in 77. They had the list of everybody and all the perps and everything else. Again, I think this is just going to be, it's going to be a nothing burger.
Disappear, right.
It's going to be a nothing burger. It's just a distraction. For what? Number one, Iran.
Those fleets and fleets and fleets of ships and ships and
Yeah, that
dude, I think
a future false flag that's on the way.
I think we have every Navy vessel in the fleet over there right now. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they have the little blow up dinghy over there with a 50 cal mounted on it right now. There's so many boats over there.
There's a lot, and I mean, we talked about it last night a little bit, and you know, many ships like the USS Nimitz is being decommissioned. There's lots of ships about to get decommissioned, and very could be one of the ones that be very convenient. They wouldn't lose anything. They're about to get rid of it anyway. You know, they're probably going to park it as make it a museum if they didn't false flag it and destroy it. So, like the Nimitz, I'm sure that's is what's going to happen. They're going to probably park in Virginia or San Diego, make a museum or something out of it after all the years it's done and the millions of miles of nautical miles is done. But that's what I'm concerned about. That's had somebody talk about it last night on the show, and I turned around and was like, yeah, I think there's going to be a false flag on the ships. And then I turned around and was like, yeah, there's USS Nimitz is one of the ones that's over there right now, and it's getting decommissioned this year. Many destroyers, several destroyers and everything. So I think that's what we're going to have to worry about. And we got.
So what? It's going to get attacked, is what we're saying. Is that where we're going?
Well, I mean, it's not like they haven't done it before, or allow, just like Pearl Harbor.
You're gonna bring up, some facts again. That's going to get somebody upset when you start talking about that other boat that got popped. Okay.
Yeah, USS Liberty.
I don't want you to go there. I don't want you to go there. I didn't know if the people were ready for that.
Tompkins Bay incident didn't happen. Declassified. Used a false flag. 9/11. Many false flags are allowed situations to happen to push the narrative of what they wanted to happen. You still can't tell me, why during Pearl Harbor did they pull so many of the ships out and just left a few there?
Right.
And and couldn't see these planes come across, even though they had word of it, and and even the president said they'd had word of it. I don't know. The more you look, the more you see, and it's just, if they've done it before, they'll do it again. Kind of situation in my mind. It's only a matter of time.
Right.
Only a matter of time.
Well, yeah, it's coming. The Iran thing is one thing. Yeah, I tell you what I think is going to blow up. I kept waiting for the Minneapolis thing to really, really, really pop off and get crazy, but it seemed like that's quieted down a little bit after the 2 shootings that happened there.
Mm-hmm.
But I keep waiting to see another style event like that, where civilians go amongst themselves and go, try to take out, some of these guys. Yeah. Yeah. And my fear is when it's happened, it's going to happen with National Guard troops. I'm very thankful that they're still here in Memphis. I'm very happy that, when I pull up into my house here, that I see them down on the square, walking 6 deep.
Yeah, I didn't, when I was going through Memphis, I didn't see them the other day. I was wondering if they were still in town or not. Of course, I didn't go too far. I just went to Just went to Minglewood and went to the fights, and which was really good. The fights were really good.
Cool, man.
It was a really balanced card. It's fun. Me and Jared got to commentate, and yeah.
Yeah, we lost our fight Adam Wallace because he got hurt on that show,
Ooh.
and so yeah, he's not fighting for us now in March. So
Ouchie.
like, that kind of sucks. Fortunate that that Mr. Calvert came out of his unfazed, So
Yeah, he looked good.
yeah, he's a freaking killer, man. That kid is, and it has both of them, man. Both of them are
Well, that whole
both those
team over
Calvin
there.
kids is.
That
Oh
whole
yeah,
team
man.
over there is just killers.
Mr. Pruden's got some gangsters over there, man. And his son is holy cow! Like that kid is a freaking monster,
Did you?
And
Yeah, did you see his?
I did.
How fast his hands were, and
Nick ate so many body shots in that fight. Like that last series that he put on him, man, I think he hit him like 4 or 5 times in the rib cage between, a couple hand strikes and a kick. And holy cow, man. So hopefully Nick will rebound, man. Go back to work, get back in the lab, man, and
oh yeah, he will,
and come back stronger, man. It was wow. Roland is just the armadillo. Yeah, he's a gangster.
Oh yeah. It was impressive. It was impressive, everything. So it was good. But yeah, I didn't see any National Guard running around when I was downtown or midtown. So
right. Yeah, I saw him out. What was that yesterday? We saw him, Whitney. Day before yesterday, we saw the National Guard downtown or right here midtown on the square. Yesterday, yeah, it was yesterday. Yeah, yeah. Good times.
Nice.
I mean, and me, I'm happy about it, because I get tired of people doing, freaking donuts, in my intersection out here.
No, they wouldn't do a thing like that. Bunch of Chargers and stuff running around.
Dude, and I got to tell you, it's starting up again, too. Like, you keep hearing, I guess about a week ago, I started picking up the random sound of a Charger blowing through fucking Midtown, man, cooking, on the gas, pedal to the floor. What do? I immediately jump on the scanner to see what's going on. Boom, some kind of chase or shit's going on. So.
I just seen Jen's comments right here. I'm gonna put them on the screen.
Oh, that's cool. I like that, man. Look at that.
Yeah, so after the 20th.
What happens on the 20th?
The reason the co-defendants are redacted is because they haven't been officially charged. So if they are charged with a crime, then they could actually unredact their name.
Well, let's get to popping, baby. I got some Clintons I want to see. I got some Chris Tucker I want to see. I want to know what Colbert was doing out there. I want to know what Gates is. I want to know what that freaking motherfucker in the wheelchair was doing out there. What's that? What?
Stephen Hawking.
Thank you. God, could you imagine?
Yeah. I don't need to have nightmares. Not even putting that imagery in my brain.
Those must be the people that got suicided because they just couldn't take it anymore.
Like, no, they're like, nope, I'm not doing this.
Nope. They're like, well, we're just going to walk you out here to this cliff out back and just push you off, okay? Take you up on the Lolita. I don't know, man. I think it happened. There are stories that, back in the '80s, that our boy down in Colombia was pushing people out of planes. Who's our drug dealer? Who's our big time drug dealer that I wanted to grow up and be like? Billionaire.
Chapo?
No.
Not El Chapo.
No, it's the other one.
God
dog it.
Tony Montana.
No. Huh? Escobar. Pablo.
Yes, that's our Pablo. Yeah.
My
Pablo.
God.
Pablo was your hero.
He was, man. I'm gonna tell you. Ricky, see, I'm all messed up, man. Like, I wanted to be a gangster ever since I was a little kid. Like, NWA ruined me. New Jack City ruined me. The movie Casino ruined me. Goodfellas ruined me. And then you hear about these dudes that just come up from nothing to something, and it's like, damn, you mean I don't have to live in these projects anymore as a little kid, like 10, 12 years old? You got big dreams, man. I can be somebody. When I was 16, Casino came out, bro. I was like, bam, I want to be a casino manager. That's where I want to be. And look at us now. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Goodfellas.
When I move back in my house, when I get ready to move back in my house, and I put my poor tenant out, I will have a room that will be the coolest room ever. But I will have mobsters and just famous mugshots on my wall. Elvis's mugshot, Pablo's mugshot.
Is that going to be your background for your live stream?
No, honestly, that'll probably be on
it?
my MMA. Yeah, just around my room though, man.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know if I can do this. Let me see if I can do this. I can do this. My house ain't completely in order, but I'll share it with you.
Have you?
See, is this the right way? Which way is this?
Towards the door.
This is the wrong way. Here we go. Try not to catch my laundry in the chair over here. Oh yeah, here we go. So I got my stuff above my little doorway there, going into my kitchen. Oops. Control this camera here. It's so cool. Of course, when you're kicking it, you've got the surveillance camera up.
Yeah.
There's my jiu-jitsu mat.
Hell yeah.
But I got my wall decorated up, man. It's not horrible. Dude, that's pretty cool, man. I like this camera now. I just learned the capabilities of it. Thank you for playing with me, fans. Thank you. Thank you, friends. Thank you, friends.
Yeah, have you taken Whitney out there to Hot Springs and see all the mobster stuff out there?
No, we've not been there yet. That is on the list to do. I do want to get out there, man. Hot Springs. I want to go to the casino out there, Oaklawn as well. What I want to do is I want to make a run through a couple casinos through Arkansas, Saracen as well. Talk to them, drop off a couple packets, and yeah. But that's that was the little Las Vegas for the mob back in the 30s, 40s, and 50s.
Oh yeah. Just they get them bathhouses and stuff there, and
right.
Yeah, it was a lot. There's lots of paranormal stuff there too because all the
really.
Oh yeah, they got ghost tours and stuff.
Ricky Pike, we need to go to New Orleans and go do a ghost tour in New Orleans.
There's some. I don't know. I don't bring nothing from New Orleans home with me. I don't know.
Man, you ain't gonna bring it home, bro. They can't drive, and I don't allow that kind of mojo in my ride. So
yeah. That'd be cool. There's a lot of cool places right down there, even across the lake there, and Mandeville and Covington and stuff like that, them little towns and stuff. There's some cool places down there, but yeah, Hot Springs they got ghost tours, and it was a lot of mob killing, and plus you get all that water, You know, they say with paranormal, like water underneath there, and get all the natural streams and stuff, and man, it's just a hotbed right there. At the Arlington Hotel is supposed to be super haunted. I rented a hotel outside. It was a newer style and newer hotel, whatever. And I remember the lady was telling me about it. Her boyfriend worked there and was telling me all the stuff that they've seen. I forgot how we got on it, but she was telling me all the stuff that her boyfriend has seen, not just just random ghost stories. Just she knew who had seen it. It was just some wild stuff. So. Oh, well, Jen. I like Hot Springs though. It's a cool little place. You should check it out. It's a little cool little town. It got a little downtown, and we got music, and like I said, all them bathhouses and stuff are pretty cool to walk into and check them out, because they're a lot of them are still made the same way as they were back in the day, and they're built like some of them were built like the old Roman bathhouses and stuff. So it's lots of marble and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool place. I like going up there, and I try to go there once a blue moon. If I go up to Little Rock, if I am busy, I'll do what I need to do in Little Rock, and then I'll make my way to Hot Springs and hang out.
Yeah, man. I went to this place in Erding, Germany that was a hot spring, a natural spring. They had a water park there, and I had no idea of the depth of the place that it was. Like, you get there, and I thought I was just going to this kind of water park place, right? And they had this cool hotel, and they had a steakhouse there. So when I get there, I find out they got couple more pools that I'm unaware of, and a really cool place. I'm like, you know what, man, I'm gonna go get a massage before I go do anything else, go have dinner or anything. So check in, take a shower real quick, go down, go get a massage, and they give you a wristband, and you scan your wristband. These gates open up and let you into a different area, and there's an attendant there, and you go into another area, and you see people in the pools, and go back to my massage area, and the little lady's standing there, and she turns, like I'm just standing there on a walk in the room. I'm just still standing there. She turns back around and looks at me, and she goes, "Take clothes off, strip." I'm like, what? So I take my clothes off, get up on the table, and as I start to get up on the table, she's like, no, come with me. So she takes me back out where we just walked in at. I'm naked. And we walked back out into the area where all the people are out of the pools. And that's when I realized that everybody there is naked, and we were in a different part of our water park. So I go and I do this hot, dude, it's so hot. And it's this mineral bath and mineral shower. And then you do a cold plunge, and then you go get a massage. And then I went and had dinner. And then I spent the next 2 days in the nude side, having dinner. I ate the best meal I've ever had in my birthday suit. Watched this amazing show in a language that I couldn't even understand. But yeah, man, highly recommended.
That's wild.
I think everybody should check it out. It was awesome.
Damn it. Crazy.
Yeah. Well, what else you got for us, Ricky Pike?
I got lots of stuff. Let's see. We got 40 minutes for you?
Yeah, let's roll it, baby.
Yeah, we got plenty of stuff here. Let me get all the way down to the bottom here. Let's see where I can start. We'll start at the bottom of the politics one. We'll run up here and see how far we get. You got to get out of here. And then I can go back if, the chat wants to. I hate we don't have Rumble, because I know Rumble would be.
What happened? We get off Rumble?
I know I looked it up while we're sitting here, and I'm thinking what it is Rumble's trying to do a lot. They're trying to be a true YouTube competitor, and they got this studio, and they're trying to push you to put into it, and you got to use it for you can be a creator. Like you got to be a like we are a premium creator, and you got to use it. And I think it just overloads the system because I looked it up, and that's what it said. Like right now, it's trying to connect. I'm going to leave it on and see what it does. I don't know if it actually give me credit for this time frame or not.
Right.
'Cause I have to use it so many hours a month to keep my creator status, and but we'll go here. Let's get rid of that. It says drug tents are popping up around in New York City now.
Yay, that's nice.
That's nice, huh? $3 for 25.
Niggas eyes been outside in the chat, bro.
320s for 50.
See that?
$3 rolls. Hell.
They come in the Bronx, man.
Good weed deals, baby.
Hey, yo, niggas in the Bronx sitting in the chat, bro.
Oh, that's awesome.
And let's see here. Iran burnt its effigy Baal. Did you see that?
Uh-uh. Oh, I did see that actually. Yeah.
Oops. I wanted to hear all the chanting or whatever, but yeah. And then, interesting though, Bibi was like, "Well, that's an act of war against Israel. Why is a pagan god?" The one that actually, the one that actually made an effigy of when that made Moses break the 10 Commandments because he come down and they made an effigy of Baal. Why is that an act of war? Or is these Zionists still worshiping Baal? Things to make you go.
I think you know.
Yeah. You have to ask questions and say in a certain way. Oh yeah, I mean, there's no doubt. If you're gonna get mad about them desecrating the effigy of Baal and saying that's an act of war, then it just shows that they're not truly worshiping the true God there that they say they are. That's not the God, of Abraham. It's not the God, that goes down the line of David. That is something else. I'll skip this video. RFK said he... I won't play that video. It's funny though. RFK said he would never scared of COVID because he used to snort cocaine off toilet seats.
I saw that video, bro. I saw that.
CNN right here saying the Democrats Party is too liberal and it's
Democratic base, right? But what about all Americans, right? How about all voters? Voters who say the Democrats are now too liberal. Look at this percentage. It was 42% in 96, 48% in 2013, now 58% in 2025 of all voters say that the Democratic Party is too liberal. The Democrats are moving to the left, the far left is gaining power, and there could be some electoral repercussions because what we see right now is voters, the clear majority, say that they are too liberal.
This is really interesting. Thanks so much, Harry.
Thank you,
Really
Kate.
appreciate it.
Democrats.
Thanks, Harry.
Yeah. It's funny, if CNN's showing that, just how those numbers are probably a little low, and it's even worse.
Right.
Absolute. Ron Paul's interesting conversation here.
There's been a coup. We don't have any resemblance to a government that believes in a republic. We don't have honest money. We don't have integrity. We don't even have people in Washington that even pretends that you're supposed to tell the truth. But I do believe there has been a coup and it's been taken over. And if I want to just put the date in my mind. And anybody could pick probably any date in the last 100 years. But I have picked November 22nd, 1963.
What happened on that day?
That was the day Kennedy was murdered by our government.
Wow.
By the CIA.
Whoa. Are you allowed to say that? I'm just asking for
That
a
was
friend.
the day Kennedy was murdered by our government.
Wow.
By the CIA. There's
twice. Ron Paul said that. Well, this is only for entertainment purposes only, and Ron Paul said that. Not I, but yeah.
Well, because you listen to it, you clearly share those opinions. Therefore, cancel culture is coming.
Probably so. That'd be okay. I mean, I'm not really that big. It'd be okay. I'm not upset or mad. Because I kind of think they do. I mean, I think that maybe there's a possibility that maybe JFK was our last real president we had. Going all across.
Wasn't he trying to take us to a gold standard as well?
He was. He's trying to get rid of the Federal Reserve. He was trying to make sure a certain country, actually registered as a lobby, and a few other things. He was keeping us from going into doing a false flag, and before we can go into war with Cuba. And he did stop that one. Right. He did stop Operation Northwoods, keep us from.
He did. He didn't go along with that one.
And it wasn't long after that he was gone. So didn't let us the industrial military complex get a war. He was trying to get the Federal Reserve out and get all that cleaned up so we'd actually have good money, and that went out the door. And and a certain lobby group.
Don't you bring those people up? Come on. It's just irony that they all have so much in common.
Yeah. Isn't that ironic?
Oh man, God, sitting in this chair is so bad. It sucks so bad.
Did you see this? We're talking about whistleblowers. They're gonna give us a break.
We are encouraging whistleblowers who know about fraud, people who are stealing from the American taxpayer, to come forward. At Treasury, we're setting up a website, and we will be giving rewards up to 10 to 30% of the fines that we levy. We are encouraging whistleblowers who know about fraud, people who are stealing from the American taxpayer, to come forward. At Treasury, we're setting up a website, and we will be giving rewards up to 10 to 30% of the fines that we levy.
Give me 30%. Who can I turn in and get 30% of the fines they levy? Which you get 30% of zero. I don't know. I guess I won't get nothing though.
I think we go talk to the people that get the handicap permits and draw a check that could walk around just fine. Come on!
Be an easy one. You see them all the time. They might be able to try to get around, but yeah, you see them all the time. They jump right out there, and you see, Meemaw, Pepaw, they're over there parked halfway across the parking lot, and this fat son of a bitch.
$80,000 car. Come on.
Yeah, all of a sudden it got in there. Well, I take my mom to the doctor once a year, so I got to have this thing in my window. Right. Get out of here.
Get out of here. Yeah, a lot of abuse goes on, man. I think if they could get, we don't need to tax people more. We need to get the current system under control.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about, but this organization needs this money and we need more money thrown at this. Look, I'm going to tell you, not one fucking homeless person has been homeless problem has been solved in California. It's like the black hole for a budget. If you just need money to fucking disappear, it's like the space project of the 1960s. Come on.
I mean, it really is. I mean, truly, there's plenty of money. And then if you look at everything all the way across the board, they waste money everywhere. Absolute. The government can go buy a regular ass $100 toilet, and they're gonna pay $4,000 for it because it's for the government, and people are gonna charge them for it.
Right.
Or some bolts. You
it's their
look
buddy.
at that,
it's a kickback.
everybody's getting their kickback, and that's their kickback. Hey, here's our buddy. Okay, we're gonna pay you $500 a bolt, and we're gonna get 10,000 bolts. There you go. There's your kickback for your donation, and here's your bullshit. And everybody's got their hand out. If he cleaned all that shit up, not that's going to happen, but if you cleaned all that up, there's plenty of fucking money. They don't need to borrow money from shit or nobody, and still could get everything done and be more efficient and get more of this stuff done. And like our roads that actually wouldn't have potholes side of the fucking cars right now, and because sadly, being worked in that industry, that's one of the number ones they steal from to give to somebody else. Here's my buddy needs money over here. All right, we'll take it out of the road budget. We don't need fucking roads and bridges and shit. But we got bridges like there in Memphis. It's coming apart. I know you've seen that on 240.
So that's not in Memphis. That's further east somewhere.
Oh, okay.
That's my understanding is that's not actually.
That wasn't the 240. That new one. I was gonna say, damn, that motherfucker ain't that old, but
no,
it must be out in Nashville then.
Yeah, if it happened here based off what we saw, what happened with the river bridge, they would shut that shit down instantly. It took them like 2 days, but they shut it down. You know what I'm saying? So,
but yeah, the infrastructure is FUBAR. What scares me on infrastructure, just on a whole different damn rant, if you pay attention, and you probably don't want to pay attention because you start looking at some of the stuff, you're going to get freaking scared, is our roads are crumbling. Our bridges are over 50 years old, a lot of them. They're changing one every couple of years. It's just the progress is nowhere there it can be. You go down 55 right there to Coldwater River, that thing will tear your car apart because you're bouncing down the road because there's just it's like landmines.
Right.
But it's the railroad system. Railroad system actually is even all those bridges, all that infrastructure, all that's ancient because they don't want to shut them down. You start riding around looking at some of them railroad bridges. How a lot of them are still wooden. There's a lot of wooden bridges that cars drive across too. There's several still left. They might pave it, put a little, put a little asphalt on top of it, and it's good.
Right. But they've talked about the infrastructure in the U.S. for well over a decade that I know. They talk about the shit's just falling apart. That we need a major, renovation of the interstate system, the bridges, the rail system, yeah. I think there's a lot more going on than, people are aware. When you drive across that fucking bridge and you feel that joker move, just understand, that thing's only going to move so much before shit starts falling apart.
I was riding around on my kayak last year before last, something like that, and riding up underneath some of them bridges, and I wish I hadn't.
Right. You start really looking around at shit, man, and you realize that there's some scary stuff you're looking at, and to think about it, like they build some of this stuff and then they just walk away from it, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They just, hey, it's up, that's it, okay. No, regular inspection, yeah. I don't know, bro.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen this video right here I got pulled. I ain't gonna play. It's almost 6 minutes long. We ain't playing all that. But what is it? Here we go. Dr. Carolyn Borcinco. I think that's how you say her last name. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry. But she actually infiltrated the Denver Communist Party live stream. They were all on there, and it was pretty funny.
Oh,
And I'll play where you can kind of see. That's where's one of the parts where they had a whole bunch of people. You can see a lot of people in there, and they're all like just. Where's it at? It was they're all like sitting there talking about, they got a.
Violence is almost, as they say, as American as apple pie. And I say that because.
And they were wanted we got to overthrow the U.S. government and stuff, but she got in there, and they were actually was sitting there saying, "Hey, she's." It was funny because the people were commenting on there and was like, "Hey, look, there's somebody here. There's somebody infiltrated. Ain't supposed to be here. There's a streamer on here," and they were trying to find her. They couldn't find her and stuff, and they were trying to get her to turn the camera on, and she's like, "Nope, I'm not doing that." It was pretty funny if you watch the whole thing. Like I said, it ain't worth all that, but yeah, it's crazy.
Right.
There's a lot of people that just kind of, think these wild things, and then you got people like up here in Canada that, if you hold traditional values, you're now a radical extremist, And what scares me on stuff like that is like that's. Again, it's not, I'll play this crazy woman here, but if they do it other places, it's coming. They're going to try to get them here with it.
Radicalization in general quite often will show by people isolating themselves and changing their behavior, like changing what they're saying on a subject, like becoming more extremist. And if someone was very believed in equal gender rights, but all of a sudden are leaning towards like traditional values, and that might be a sign that they're becoming more extremist. Well,
extreme because
you have traditional values and saying, "Hey, I don't want my son to dress up like a girl, and I don't want my kids to be he, she, them, theys." He, she, them, theys, whatever the fuck you. Now you're an extremist. Get out of here, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here. Sheesh.
And it's crazy. It really is. Don't make any sense.
It's brainwashing, bro. It's brainwashing.
It is. It absolutely is. I mean, it because you have a balanced brain and you're and in the middle.
Right.
Now you're extreme.
There it is. You know what I mean? Like, and think about that for a minute. Like, basically, so anything you say that you disagree with now makes you extreme.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm good, man. These people need to be beat with fucking sugar cane in the middle of a town square. What was the listen, first of all, hang on. Let me clarify. you know, there were these programs back in the 80s that talked about pray the gay away. If you're gay, hey, good for you. Okay. I'm not going to condone it. I'm not going to glorify it, but I'm not going to bash it or, you know, say that you're wrong for doing it. Okay. Go live your life and live it to the most beautiful way that you possibly can. But to walk around in a fantasy world because you're a fucking mental case and you want us to play your fantasy island game. No, bro. No. And these people that start acting out, being all crazy, maybe we need to cane these people, okay? You know, pray the gay away. Maybe we can cane the psycho away, okay? I mean, just yesterday or day before yesterday, some transgender fucking dude shoots up an ice hockey rink, kills his wife and his 2 fucking kids because he's a man in a dress. Listen. If I ran a gun store and a guy that looked like that walked in with a wig on, high heels, and lipstick smeared all of his face and is like, hey, I want to buy a gun, I'm not going to sell him a gun. I can't do it. Something tells me you're a fucking basket case and I don't think it's a good idea. Am I racist? Am I homophobic? Am I transphobic? No. I've got common fucking sense.
I think it's part of it. Like, you know, you want to do what you want to do, but when they start messing, they start taking them drugs and start messing with their whole biology and mental, you know, that's, well, I've been, you know, the hormone blockers and all that, you know, estrogen level, you know, they're totally foobarring their body to trick it to where it's not meant to be, and it's screwing their mind to hell, you know.
Right.
Like I said, if you want to be with anybody and you're an adult, hell, you be with anybody you want.
Go be with
That's fine.
Go be
That's
with
fine. But I mean, if you start, when you start taking these meds and stuff, and it starts messing with your mental balance and mental clarity, then something's wrong there. You might need to get some help, because, I think there's an agenda right now going on that's pushing that, you know, narrative too, though. Like, hey, look at what they did. You know, I mean, there's people shoot fucking people every day. You know, how many murders have been in Memphis this year so far?
Wow.
You know,
I don't know, but it's a great question because it's fucking.
You know, we don't hear nothing. You know, normal murders we don't hear. If it's comes on kind of extra, you know, extra flavors on it, then we'll hear about a murder happening. And if it's multiple people, if not, you know, those people's got killed was no, you know, to the media.
Their lives didn't matter to the
media. Those
media.
lives didn't matter.
Right.
And of course they did, but according to the media, because it didn't have no extra shock value to it, because it was some, you know, common average murder. You know, that's the
21 murder victims to date so far.
We're 49 days in. Woo, we're all, one every other day. Hell, we're done. All right. Not exactly, but roughly.
Well, I just asked how we're trending from 2024, 2025. So.
And while we're on death real quick, and I was going to get your thought on this real quick before you get out of here. Trouble Minds showed on it last night, and it pissed me off. And I know it pissed off a few other people I knew. But Facebook has filed a patent. So when if you took a long break, or if you passed away, they could turn around and keep on posting Facebook for you in your absence.
Isn't that crazy?
And I think that's just I mean, if you want to, I could see on one side, I can see, hey, you want to go in there and go click. Hey, I'm gonna take a break, but whatever, if you're doing for a business or something like that, man, maybe you could work some tools out. That'd be kind of cool. But if your loved one has passed away and all of a sudden Facebook decides, hey, they haven't posted in a while, I need to start posting again like they would post.
Could you
That's gonna
imagine?
fuck some people up.
Could you imagine getting a message from a girl you used to bang 2 years ago that died in a horrific car crash, and all of a sudden you get a fucking Facebook message from her, and it's like, "Hey boo, I sure miss the smell of your sweatshirt. God, I miss you," because that's the normal communication that you had, and then all of a sudden it just randomly fucking shows up, or maybe even down the road you've moved on past that chick and you're remarried, and now all of a sudden some shit's dropping in your box. What the fuck kind of, man? That's got lawsuit written all over it.
But yeah, no, it's crazy. Of course, they're saying that there's no plan to rolling it out. But why did you spend all this money developing it? I mean, I know there's people that do patents and stuff and do that kind of thing all the time, and they don't. But Facebook is not about not making fucking money off of something. They have thousands and thousands of patents. Absolute thousands and thousands of patents. I mean, on all kinds of stuff. I looked it up today. I was curiosity got to me, but they're let me finish it. I got like a kind of what they have. Of course, they got networking patents, hardware components, like AI stuff, audio processing, all kinds of stuff. VR. But that one right there just really BS. It absolutely is bullshit. Because I mean, like I said, if something happened, and like somebody's loved one, let's say a son or a daughter passed away, and the mom's on Facebook, and all of a sudden start seeing their posts up on Facebook, going fuck them up, man. It'd be just wreck them, especially. I mean, they're not the mother. One of them, like well, you got to have time to grieve. Those they never get over, never. Because I know. I remember my grandma when my uncle passed away, and I remember her saying it a bunch of times and stuff. Even years later, he was like, parents aren't supposed to be burying their children.
Right.
I'm not supposed to be burying my children, and it just hit her, so hard, and so if that was going on, now, and all of a sudden he start posting, and God bless America, she would just be all kinds of a nervous breakdown.
Just doesn't seem like a good thing.
No, it's evil. It's evil incarnate.
Pretty fucked up, bro.
So I wanted to share some stuff on that. Like I said, there is like I said, I know Trouble Minds shared it last night, and I was like, well, I'm gonna talk about it some because it's just. Yeah, like get an absolute. Here's a Google patent for it. Meta Platforms Technology, LLC. Excuse me, LLC.
I mean, they can literally take your likeness and do anything with it.
And I wonder if that's what's going to come too. And I wonder if they haven't been pushing on it. So because if you get somebody, your loved one. I know somebody her husband just passed away from cancer, and like 2 weeks later, all of a sudden, or something like that. It wasn't very long. She started getting friend requests from him on Facebook, and I wonder, usually we're like, well, that's a bot. Somebody hacked them or whatever. They got into the system. Right. But I wonder now, knowing that this is going on, is that just fucking Facebook being an evil bastard?
You never know, bro. Like there's some. Some shady shit.
Oh yeah, some. I say I don't know.
What's the company Planeteer? The AI keeping everything's facial recognition, biometric. Isn't that Planeteer? Am I right there?
Yeah. You know, they just got hacked too. You know, I think that's
like fuck.
That's who you need to see get hacked. Yeah, Palantir needs to get hacked.
Yeah.
You know, that's where did I have it? I didn't have it on politics. I had it on tech. Let's see. Yeah, it was talking about like thousands of hours of transcripts of Donald Trump and J.D. Vance got let out. It's a lot of information. A lot of information they turn around and got a hold of, you know. And it's so, you know, and it's just part of, you know, the whole PayPal mafia bullshit, you know.
Right.
Elon.
PayPal mafia.
Elon, Peter Thiel,
right.
You know, them guys are on another level, you know, of wanting, you know, the AI takeover for sure. You know, they got the huge system going there right there in South Haven right now. There's trucks running night and day down there. Even the ice storm didn't stop shit. They cleared that road. Only road in the whole freaking tri-state area was clear on out there all the ice, and it was right there.
I remember I saw a post from the South Haven mayor. People complaining that their individual neighborhoods and coves in town weren't de-iced. He's like, look, people, you know, we're out doing the major roadways. You know, your subdivision can wait. Okay. Like, you know, if you got a problem, do what I did. Get out there with a damn shovel and unshovel your vehicle. Okay. Like,
yeah for sure. You know, it's one of them. Absolutely. You know, it's one of them things that, you know, if you want to get out there, you know, and they're going to have to get a road. There's only so many trucks. You know, it's like people fuss about it, but like we don't have the infrastructure like they have up north. So they don't have it. We don't have as many trucks because we don't get that much. We're going to have maybe two storms for the whole season. So they can only do so much.
Right.
It was just weird how long the damn ice and shit stayed, though. Even when it got up 50s and 60 degrees. And
I know. It definitely stayed around for a while, you know.
I mean, on my road right there in front of my house, it was still all the way up freaking 2 weeks later. I'm still got ice right in front of my house. Not even piled up, just, I'm like, there's something wasn't right about it. Of course, I showed that video with the guy from Rainmaker, you know, talking about January 26th is when they're going to roll out, where they could be making snow and stuff. And
then it happened. You know, I mean, and they talked about that flood, that mass flood that happened in Texas, that they've got proof that people were doing weather manipulation right there beside. They were seeing the clouds, and they asked the question, you know, did that have anything to do with it? And of course, nobody's going to come forward and go, yeah, we killed a bunch of fucking kids at a girls' camp, you know. But you got to ask that question, man. How much of this shit is?
Yeah, they're not going to come out and be like, oh, yeah, we absolutely, we did that. Now, it's messed up. It's messed up. They're messing with things that they don't really know what the consequences of their actions. And I know they've been messing with it for a long time. I've had people comments and stuff like that. They've been doing it since whatever. Like, I understand that, but they're still long term. We don't know the consequences. You know.
Right.
We've seen that with like we've seen that with like the beaver and stuff like that, where a lot of beaver back in the 1800s almost got killed out, and they're actually bringing like beaver back into certain areas, and it's actually the beaver is bringing back the wetlands and bringing in and cleaning up the rivers.
Right.
Um,
have you ever seen the documentary about the wolves returning to Yellowstone?
yeah, I think I have.
Bro, what a cool freaking. They talked about one of the things that they discussed was the fact that apparently, and the river changed directions, or it helped the river grow, or some shit like that. And I don't know if that had to do with the fact that the rivers weren't getting dammed up because they got a beaver population up there or not, but apparently the wolves helped a bunch of shit out up there, you know. But I don't know how that's relevant. I'm sorry, Ricky. I make this up as I go.
No, just winging it, baby. No, no. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's we, and that's another one. We tried to kill out this, and there's a lot. Well, you just kill all the wolves or whatever, and because they're a menace, and then you find out that if you don't have balance, nature takes care of itself. Because that was another thing. It was like destroying the forest because all the elk and whatever and deer and stuff like that, whatever's out in that area, I forgot, was chewing all the trees and eating them up before they could even grow up any big. So that was causing problems too, and that's why they were. Then they were having, they weren't having the growth and everything, and then animals were just dying because they didn't have nothing to eat because they ate everything. So that was that balance of nature that we needed. It's horrible to think about, but we need the wolves clearing eating some of those animals to keep from getting them too abundant, so they could turn around, and that way the nature could keep taking care of stuff. And it's like the beavers and stuff, where your beavers can come in and take care of the water and clean the water, and it's crazy.
Yeah, it really is a delicate system. The slightest change can have a big outcome. Like really it can. I think you talk about deer populations getting out of control, and you got to have something to be able to fucking kill that shit. Knock it down. Make it to where it can thrive instead of overpopulate and be all weak and feeble, instead of being the right population and growing healthy. You know what I mean? So anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is.
Absolutely.
Well, I don't know, man. I'm gonna get through this. I'm gonna get with you tomorrow. I want to go through this this web thing. I have a lot of questions for it. I want to get in these emails and look around. And what I'm hoping is, I'm hoping that once some names drop, that the redactions happen at a timely fashion, to where we can start seeing some of this shit.
Yeah, it can show you like a lot of the names already that are redacted, right? I mean, unredacted, whatever, and a lot of stuff like that. I might, like I said, I can get with you and show you some of that stuff.
Well, I will definitely appreciate that, cousin. Make that happen.
Yeah, just holler at me. Tomorrow. I'll have some time.
Yeah,
Friday,
this weekend.
I'll be busy.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sundays is busy. We're headed to Mississippi this weekend to can't remember the name of the camp. It's a basically a special needs camp where they're doing the Miss Mississippi wheelchair for the little girls, the teenagers, and the big girls, the adults. Ms., whatever it's called. I don't know how all that works. But Miss Wheelchair Mississippi, we're going down there. Whitney's doing she's speaking down there at that event, and get to meet the USA lady and the Mississippi lady, and just
That's
a
cool.
networking thing. Yeah, we'll go down there for that. And then God, I don't know what else we got coming up. Man, I found out I'm announcing a fight on Bill Street this year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, my boxing organization is putting that on in May, so it's going to be part of the Memphis in May thing. So, kind of interested to see how that works out, man. Randy Dixon and Lamar London. So, Senator Lamar London. So, yeah, it'll be fun, man.
Absolutely.
London Lamar. I'm sorry, I'm just being funny. It's London Lamar. Miss London's awesome. She's amazing. All right, cousin. Well, listen, I'm going to bounce out of here, man. Go catch up with my people. Sorry I was late. Hopefully I didn't run anything too amok tonight. So.
No, it's all good.
Cool.
It's all good. It happens.
Well, we will see you on the flip side, man. Take it light, my friend.
All right, man. Take care.
All right, brother.
All right, y'all. We'll continue on. Appreciate you being here, Watchman. Glad YouTube actually put us in your live feed. That's pretty cool. Sometimes I wonder if I'm getting shadow banned a little bit, but I don't know. You never know. We'll continue on a little bit. We still got the feel good videos and stuff. We said Jamie has to leave every day for the ones that are lurking, and for the ones that don't know, yeah, Jamie has to leave after 2 hours. I'll usually try to take at least another hour or so. We'll keep on keeping on. We'll see how it goes. I got some feel good videos and stuff, and we'll see how it goes. And got some interesting stuff coming up. Talk with y'all about I always lose a couple people every time when Jamie gets off. People pop. I seen I lost a couple people. That's all right. I try to tell them, like, no, don't go nowhere. We're gonna keep on keeping on, but it's all good. I didn't want to talk about like the UFO stuff. I still think it's gonna be a false. I think they're gonna use it to kind of distract us on the Iran stuff and the false flag that's coming on that stuff. But we'll share some stuff on that. Yeah, we always lose a few people when Jamie leaves.
Yeah, UFOs, UAPs.
I know.
The disclosure we've seen in Congress recently. It's confusing and upsetting a lot of Americans because there's something happening. There are unidentified aerial phenomena in the sky. We don't know what they are. Do you?
So it's such a question I do get a lot, and it's such an interesting question. I've met with pilots that look just like you, actually. Okay, they have more of a crew cut. Okay, they look like him and they look like you. Some of them look like you,
a little fatter.
But these are perfect people,
okay,
and they're not
crazy,
conspiratorial. They're not crazy, and they tell me stories that they've seen things that you wouldn't believe. These are not people that you would say, "Gee, oh, that's okay."
Way. President of the United States.
But
I said,
who is it? That's Joe Biden wanting to do an interview. So I met with pilots like beautiful Tom Cruise, but taller.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Handsome, perfect people. Sir, there was something there that was round in form and going like 4 times faster than my super jet fighter plane. And I look at these guys and they really mean it.
Yeah.
And am I a believer? No, I can't say I am. But I have met with people that are serious people that say there's some really strange things that they see flying around out there. And, if you go to Nevada and you look at that little section of where they go to look at the aliens, where they think all the aliens are landing, that, it's I think it's maybe the number 1 tourist attraction in the United States.
Roswell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roswell. I think it's the number 1. It's the lines of people waiting. You have no idea how many times I'm asked that question.
But don't you have access to that information?
I have access, and I speak to people about it. I've had actually meetings on it, and they will tell you there's something going on. When they say things are going 4 times faster than my beautiful top of the line airplane that goes, real fast.
With no identifiable propulsion
Mach
system.
2,
yeah.
right?
These things are creating their own gravity fields, allegedly.
Well, they have people that are very smart and very solid have said they believe there is something out there. And, it makes sense that there could be. I've never been convinced, even despite that. I just, for some reason, it's not my thing. But a lot of people believe that it's true. A lot of very good, solid people believe it's true.
What?
Yeah, Watchmen, I believe that don't trust anybody in politics. I agree, because they're paid to lie to us. They are told that's what their job is to do, for sure. But it's interesting, and even Trump's daughter-in-law is getting in the group.
Next question. What do you or the president know about UFOs? Can you share? I hear that the president has something in the queue to share with us about all of this. Now, truth be told, I'm trying to remember how long ago it was. It may have been right after he left office, after the first term. I remember Eric being like, all right, what can you tell us? And he was a little hesitant to give us any real info, which makes me think like he's got a lot of info out there and he's waiting for the right time to drop it. And maybe this is going to be the time, because I keep seeing all these stories about how he's got some like UFO speech that he's got queued up, and we all should just kind of sit back and wait. Now, here's the thing I'll say. What do I know about UFOs? What I know is that our universe is so enormous. It actually, if I start thinking about it, it makes me a little crazy. You think about just our solar system, okay? And then you think about how many solar systems like ours are in our galaxy. And then you think about how many galaxies are in this universe. The whole thing is just, it's kind of like mind-boggling. So the idea that the only form of intelligent life out there is us, that we're like twerking on TikTok and stuff, that's it. I don't know. I find it hard to believe. I fully believe that there's other life out there throughout the universe. And if you look at some of the like prophets, these are people hundreds of years ago, or I don't even know how long ago. A lot of them say that sometime soon we're supposed to have some sort of an interaction with another form of life from outside of our planet. So I don't know.
Watchmen, I think I agree. The governments are ran. I've seen, what was the 300? I had it pulled up the other day where I was looking into it. The pyramid, the power struggle with all the people going on and stuff like that. The committee of 300. Then you got some above that, maybe the hand, and then there's maybe somebody above that right there, one on top. Could be the number one, the deceiver himself, sitting on top of all of it, I wonder. But for sure, it is guaranteed that these powers that be, it's guaranteed that there's something going on. I know some don't believe old Stephen Greer. Hey, Miss Karen. No, Rumble. I guess I should have done this earlier. I finally just closed it out. I've been trying to get Rumble to come up for 2 hours now. And I finally just closed it out and then tried again. And now it finally decided it wanted to work. I don't know. Rumble Studio, sometimes it fights me. I think I looked it up. I think it's just there's just so many people on Rumble and right now trying to stream at the same time, and I think it just overloads the system.
Okay. Dr. Greer, you have said publicly that this is outside Seoul, South Korea. Is that accurate?
one of them. Now, remember, I have debriefed almost 800 whistleblowers who've had direct involvement with this. One of them was with the Pentagon for about 8 years as a very senior investigator and had baseline clearance across 18 black project, unacknowledged special access projects. He specifically knew of the one in the mountains outside Seoul, South Korea. It was so huge, they had to build a structure around it. And he was read into this in between 2002 and 2010.
Okay.
So it had been there for some time. Now, I also know there are others that have been brought down in other locations. And if they're over a certain size, they're very, very hard to move. Imagine if they're bigger than a football field. And you're not going to put that on a semi. So it becomes logistically impossible to move it. And then in the United States, we know where there are some others, such as near Fort Sill, Oklahoma. There's a smaller one. They built a SCIF, a facility around that one. We have its location. So I know that the congressman can speak, to what he's limited, but because I'm a private citizen, I can discuss these.
Congressman, are you referring to the location in South Korea?
I can't be specific to that location, but there are wide reports. What I can say is that I've seen articles that have pointed to a specific building, and from what I've been told, that is not the facility.
Wait,
And then I seen another video with the lady never did, she just talked and it's like, I found it, I'm sure I found it. And then she's like, you got to come back and watch again. I'm like, man, I'm not doing all that. So I don't have the video of her actually showing anything. So I was like, I'm not even going to share it. And I guess I actually got Rumble going. So yay, Rumble. Damn Rumble. I guess it's a Wednesday night. I guess it's just a busy night. I don't know. Yeah, Matt Sal. Yeah, the normies are just figuring out. They are like it's funny seeing the memes and stuff in the videos and where the normies are actually finding out all this kind of stuff. And yeah, and the world society is a system, and the system's more important than government. I can see that. Watchman, I can see that. What's up, Jason Barker? Yeah, here I am. Like I said, I've been here. I just I don't know. I put the link for YouTube on there, but I never could get the Rumble. I guess I should have closed it and stopped it sooner. I guess I don't know. Learning. And here's another one talking about Trump coming out, press conference.
But right before we came on the air, somebody texted me. Apparently, Trump is now preparing to come out with a major press conference about UFOs.
I didn't know this, really?
Yeah,
Really?
I kid you not. And
Well,
I'm like,
that'll be a distraction. The people.
yeah, that will distract a few people.
Yeah.
But I mean, the whole thing is just it's so pathetic at this point, and it's so anxious at this point. I don't know how, if you're a Republican, if you're out there running for office next year, you wake up in the morning and go, this is going great. This is going to be just fine. But right before we came on the air, somebody texted me. Apparently,
we might need a solar flare, Jason. We might need it. Absolutely, we might need it. And I don't know. I've seen this video of Tom Green. Yeah, put Tom Green on here.
The UFO disclosure that is coming soon. Well, we can all sit tight and hope for the best, but let's just get through one thing at a time. Whether it's the Jeffrey Epstein revelations today that are extremely distressing to me, or the fact that Bad Bunny is not in those, or the fact that the UFO disclosure is coming soon. I think we all have to be calm. Definitely make sure you have stocked up on a lot of toilet paper, food, and water, and everything's going to be fine. Just circle your family around you, but be prepared. That's all I'm saying. The
Even Tom Green said we need to make sure we got plenty of food and family. I don't know. Yeah, I hate to hear that, Jason. Hope you feel better. Hope you feel better. What do I want to show next? I'm kind of, We'll post some random stuff here, and then we'll do some feel-good videos. Political sis, I got burnout.
This is a can of Fanta in America, and this is a can of Fanta in England. They are both the same flavour of orange, but look at the colour difference. That looks like a radioactive chemical. The total sugars in the American one is 44 grams of sugar, and the sugars in a British one is 15 grams. I think this should be illegal. How are they allowed to sell that? I can imagine that the average American probably consumes this whole can in 3 gulps. With that amount of sugar, that is sickening. I'll be honest, it's got that much sugar in that it's actually too sickly and sweet. This one tastes more like orange juice, and this just tastes like sugar, just straight sugar. Don't know what they're putting in for it to look that different. If you're an American, please can you tell me whether you can actually drink all of this without not feeling ill?
I'm used to drinking sugar, so it don't bother me now. It's the devil in the details. For sure. This is kind of funny. I gotta show some funny videos too. Just all the chaos and all the negativity in the world.
Fire pack for you women out there when it's just you at the house and you can't get the trash out. You gotta stuff it down in there good, right? You gotta pull this up. You gotta find the little things. Where's the little things at? They'll be okay. You tie it good. Tie it good. Flip the trash can over. Yeah. Okay. My kid's all right. He wants to come outside. He ain't got no diaper on. It's chilly as hell. Then you get this, right? Right? And then you... I'm kind of weak now, but... God damn it! Fuck this shit, man. Man, are you kidding me? Fucking ruined my damn shirt. Are you kidding me? I'm weak as fuck. That...
What state is she from? We want to try to do that. I'm thinking Alabama with that accent. I'm thinking Alabama. I'm from the South, so I can make fun of people with a country accent. But I think that's Alabama. Deep. Deep Alabama. She's trying, though. She tried to help somebody. Yeah, I saw this video here. Is kind of now Kentucky. Now it could be Kentucky too. There is some, especially out east, get towards the Appalachian Mountains. There's some. Ooh.
Pay attention here. This is the Barcelona 1992 Olympic Games opening ceremony, and we'll see this ship right here, and it's actually floating on a sea of cells. Now look at what they're bringing into this sea of cells. A virus. Cells. Mankind are a ship of fools on this sea of cells. And there's the virus.
You might
But
be
wait,
reaching,
it gets crazier.
but it is looks weird. You put it in that context.
Mankind ready to fight in a battle. Now take a look at this. Look at this killer cell right here. You'll get a better picture of it here in a moment, but it's made of dead humans. Now watch this. If you had any doubt that this wasn't a public ritual and that everything took place right here in 1992 is taking place right now in 2021. There's the virus. There's the Hydra. There's the Black Hydra. The dark matter Hydra that they are currently injecting into people, millions of people all around the world, with that Black Hydra, that black goo.
That is weird.
And these Hydra creatures.
People were in the ball there.
There's the people, all dead people.
Yeah. Yeah, the ones with dancing nurses. I never understood that. Because it was like all the nurses, we're overworked, we're so covered up, and then all of a sudden the nurses are learning choreographed freaking dance moves. Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. That's funny, count. Snow was alien poop. Oh man. Oh, that's another funny one right here. I ain't never in my life. I've been all over the South. I've been all over the place. I've been 25 out of 50 states, 3 countries, Hawaii, Guam. But I ain't never heard nobody say it like this.
This is my first time eating here at Pope Yes.
What? People still eat at Pope Yes?
They do, but I ain't. We don't do that no more.
Exactly. We cut that out last year.
Infestation.
They better start going to We In This.
There you go.
Oh. Yeah, I know you're talking about now, Jason. Yeah. Pope, yes. What in the world? I ain't never in my life. They said more random stuff. I didn't get to put random. I just put it on there or whatever. But this is kind of neat. Check out this wheelbarrow. Got gardening season coming up.
You might have seen wheelbarrows before, but you have not seen one quite like this. What is this?
This is our Pivotal Motion Tools ergonomically correct wheelbarrow. Set up so it dumps easy. It's good on the shoulders, back. We've shown it in several videos before in several shows. We're introducing it now into Home Depot. Lowe's as well online. Both Lowe's and Home Depot online are offering it now with free shipping.
That's awesome, especially since now we've seen this before, and you've actually made this area wider for individuals. And there's zero pinching. I know from personal experience.
Yes.
So it's very. There we go. And what is the website?
PivotalMotionTools.com.
And it's now going to be available at Lowe's and Home Depot. There we go.
Still fall into it. The AI videos are funny here. After Billie Eilish turned around and got that Australian deported, I heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but this is still pretty funny. We'll get damn busted on the music. AI got her joining ICE and helping. These AI videos are crazy. I ain't gonna play the whole thing. I ain't gonna play that either. All right, here we go. I hope I don't get popped on YouTube. YouTube, here's a warning if we get dinged. I'll be back. Y'all just tell me in the chat, and I'll stop playing the video, and then the stream will come back on. So, if this makes it, it shouldn't, but it might. But I think it's funny as hell, and even though most of Hollywood is just evil people, this is still funny. Come on.
Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Wait a minute, I got something. This will help. No, I'm not gonna hit you. No, I'm not gonna hit you. I'm not gonna hit you. No, listen to me. I swear to God, I'm not gonna hit you. Watch. Okay. I'm ready now. Here we go. I'm ready. I swear to God, I'm ready. We're off. Where's he gonna sit? Where is he gonna sit?
I warned you not to interfere in my affairs.
Stephen, put away Seymour, excuse me.
That's all right. I don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
You see, even in the deepest family relations, my business is not where the...
Thank you, Pikachu. As you probably know, we're the favorites to be the winning racers tomorrow in the cannonball race, which is going to be important. Good evening, ladies.
Evening. Hello.
My name is J.J. McClure. Next year we're going for the no.
Yes.
Perfect. Hey, better than perfect. We have to get this woman, the senator's wife, to Philadelphia by. Make that California, will you? We're very close.
I wish they played the whole one. It's funny if you go back and watch the old Cannonball Run movie, and they get the skit at the end. They're telling all the bloopers. It's absolutely hilarious all the way through. I love it. I seen this pretty cool. I never snow tubing was a thing here. I'd like to try it. This actually would be cool. Oh no! I'm tired of ice after all we just had, but this actually looks fun. It ain't going too fast. And they got cardboard or something down. That's interesting, Count. And that kind of ties in for all the Gilgamesh or Nimrod. You know, there's lots of emails talking about it. Lots of stuff they were talking about Nimrod and stuff. Yeah, that would be fun for sure. Like I said, ain't too bad. It kind of sad. I think it was kind of cool though. I thought it was pretty cool. Check this out. How long he figured had to take to figure all that out and figure out like, hey, this works together to make it sound like that. You know, just I agree with you. That's brilliant, brilliant, Jason. Absolute brilliant. Oh, got a kitty video for y'all.
都跟上服了。哎呀，你轻一点嘛。
I'll let her play it through again. They got a hell of a setup for that kid too, with all those steps and stuff where he can run around.
哎呀，你轻一点嘛。
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Get out there. They're pretty cool. Puppy helping. Puppy helping out loading up the wood. Let me play this. It's pretty cool here. Seedling kitty, yeah. For the workers and the first timers, you know, I always try to balance everything out. Talk about all the chaos and the negativity in the world, and gotta play good feel good videos at the end just to balance everything out. So this is pretty cool. This boy playing here. Old man, come step aside him. Let me hear this. Play, boy. I think it is a church. Cross in the background. Gotta be a church. Got pews. They're praising the Lord through the music. That boy's playing. I thought about doing it. Shadow snores. Oh, this is insane right here. This video here. Less than 3 seconds. He figures out a Rubik's Cube. He gets it. He gets a moment to check it out. A couple seconds, check it out. Okay, cool. 2.7 seconds. What in the world?
Proszę Państwa, jeżeli tutaj się nic nie wydarzy, przesuńcie się. Jeżeli tutaj wszystko jest ok, jesteśmy świadkami najważniejszego wydarzenia.
That's crazy. I don't think I've ever figured out a Rubik's Cube. I had the patience. This is pretty cool right here. This young man can play.
A festival.
Well, find a good jam session that I can get into.
And it doesn't make any difference if you never met the people before, right?
No, I just asked them, hey, can I play with you a little bit? And, you know, they say, yeah, okay.
Take her through the A part one more time before I give out.
Yeah, that boy playing. That boy playing. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, I appreciate y'all. Even got the shadow here in the picture now. She's appears. I hate the rumble. Sorry, rumble. I guess I should have closed it and tried to restart again. I'll do that next time. We'll try to do it. I don't know. Shouldn't have waited 2 hours, I guess, but it is what it is. Yeah, definition of playing in the pocket for sure. But I appreciate y'all being here as always. I appreciate y'all coming back, and I hope y'all enjoy what we're doing here, and we'll keep on keeping on. As I always try to put out information and good stuff, and then turn around and have some good, important stuff, and then actually have some fun stuff at the same time. A Watchman 1399, appreciate you being here for a first timer. Glad. Hey, Jim Milsner. Bill. Yeah, I think I said that right. Milsner. My eyes ain't what they used to be. Appreciate it, Indy. Chris Jones. What's up, brother Chris? Long time no see. Matt Sal and James and Count. I appreciate y'all being here and dropping information and stuff in the chat as always. Theo. What's up, Theo? Karen Peterson and Jason over here in the Rumble with our late start on the Rumble. I appreciate y'all for as always being here. Well, we got check out the Knights of the Storm Saturday at 1 Central Time. I know they're gonna have a good show coming up. Indy's got a show Friday night where they watch a movie, and we're going to be Sunday. We got James and Jen going to be here. The Arcane Observer is going to be here Sunday at 7 Central Time. 2-hour show, unless something happens and we can extend it. Monday at 2 p.m. I got a special guest. I got a guy coming in, very experienced ghost chaser, he said. He's chased ghosts for 30 years. So I'm going to have 2 live streams, Sunday and Monday. Monday will be a little earlier in the day, though. So if y'all can come back for them, I hope y'all can. It's going to be some great shows. And, of course, next Wednesday we'll be back with Trouble Talking with Conspiracy and see what the crazy world we have brought us along again. We never know because it's ever-changing. You just never know. And all the conspiracies are being true. Absolutely. So, much love to y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. Y'all check out a lot of the people that are in the chat have shows. Check out the links in the description. Indy's channel's in there. James's Salcedo Paranormal. Matt Sal, I need to add you on there. I'll say send me a message, Matt Sal, and if you got a link or like we got a bunch of stuff, or you just want me, whatever link you want me to put in there. If you'd like me to put you in there, I would like to do that way. I want to try to help everybody. We all grow together. So, as always, I appreciate y'all and much love. And we'll hit this outro. Everybody's favorite song here. Everybody always enjoys the outro. I'm glad I found it. And y'all be good.
Shackles, don't want no shackles on me. Don't want no shackles, don't want no shackles on me. I sat down with Big Brother, don't like those RFIDs. Got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I got the blues about my freedom. Got the blues about tyranny. I sat down with Big Brother and the national ID. Don't want a chip in my wallet, chip in my car. And if I want to travel, it's nobody's business how far. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I said shame on Big Brother, always tracking and tracing me. Don't want a chip in my mother, chip in my wife, a chip in my babies. Stay out of our life. Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sat down with Big Brother, no more slavery. Play it for me, baby. Now, do you want a chip in your forehead, a chip in your arm, always tweaking your brain and causing you harm? Don't want no shackles. Don't want no shackles on me. I sat down with Big Brother in the good old USA. I sat down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother. Don't want a spy chip in me. Everybody, I sat down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother, down with Big Brother. It's all about liberty.